Hello and welcome back to Wasteland 2. So, last time we ended the game, and this time, I'm gonna do it again. Yeah. Why am I doing it again? Because I'm hoping a pop-up will appear. Should appear when I close the credits. There we go. Cool. So, just want to point out, that counts as a game end. Your rangers have been exported and now can be used to create a new squad. That's literally a game end. It counts as one. Takes you back to the main menu, gives you the credits. I don't know. I think that counts as game end. I wonder whether that counts for speedruns. They probably have two categories, I'd imagine. Like, first to credits and then, like, first to actually beat whatever counts as the game. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't look it up, so we're going to move on. What's through this door? A door. You've seen many like it. Alright, well, we'll go in it then. Ooh, it's the medical bay. Well, we need healing, so... Well, at least from our psychological issues. Just checking there's nothing else in here. Nope. Hello. This man must be the ranger's doctor, judging by the tools he is carrying around. He walks around the room tending to his patients, but frequently stops to catch his breath. You can see tattoos running along his neck and arms, though you can only catch a glimpse of the latter when he reaches up to cover his mouth during a coughing fit. New recruits. Hurt? Need supplies, or just snooping? Yeah, just looking around. Well, don't. Stay out till you're sick. No. Lukey lose. You taking pills, Doc? What's it to you? Can a sick man take pills? What's wrong with you? Anything we can do to help? Oh, not unless you got a cure for lung cancer on you. God damn it. Before the apocalypse, I had chemo therapy, latrial healing crystals. Yeah. Now all I can do is take pain pills and wait for the end. And the fucking pills aren't working anymore. Will you take pain pills if we find them? Hell yes, anything and everything. I'll trade you double for any you find. What if we found a cure? What a comedian. There is no cure. Not for 150 goddamn years. Not unless you believe those crackpots who say that Finster found one before he died. It was Finster. Finster was the guy who did all the mutation stuff. Mad scientist. Lived at a place called Darwin's Village. He was working on modifying humans for hostile environments. But there are rumors that he invented a lot of diseases and cures too. Bullshit, of course. And even if it wasn't, Darwin Village doesn't exist anymore. Where was it? North of here, somewhere. Ask Sagara. But it's gone. The Rangers leveled it and then radiation ate it. Nothing left. What's Sergeant Sagara like? Thrasher, our map guy in the library. Keeps a track of where things are and where they used to be. We're hurt. Need to be fixed up. Alright. Then line up and let me have a look. Done. Anything else? Yeah. Let's sell some supplies. What's he have? A miniature dog that increases leadership. Ooh. Okay. Well, we can sell our pain pills to him in theory, right? Do we have any pain pills? We could sell those to him. That seems pointless, though. We have a couple of pain pills, yeah. I mean, they're not that useful. I think I'll sell them for 56. That seems like we're getting far over the odds for them. Yeah, we'll get 2 for them as well. Anything else? Ooh, we have these, but these don't, apparently the exploding pod fragments aren't junk. Intriguing. We'll sell the pain pills here as well. Nice, we made quite a lot. I wonder if we can need this leadership thing. I might wait a second, yeah. Let's clear it out. And see whether we have any leadership stuff. Also auto-sort. Auto-sort. Or what Buffalo has on him, basically, is what I should say. So what does Buffalo have on him? He's currently using the army issue backpack to increase his max carry weight by 20. He doesn't need that. We could replace that one. Okay. Hey. Supplies. I wish to buy the stuffed miniature dog. Crafted with love and care, this taxidermy dog commemorates 12 years on 4 legs. Stuffed, he looks like a small, proud soldier, closing his eyes, looking slightly up. Yeah, we'll buy that. Okay. Then what else do we have? We have advanced trauma kits, which heals 25 con upon revival. What do the normal trauma kits do? Heals 10. I don't think we need any of this. Yeah, I don't think we need any of it. Well, I suppose we should buy some anti-venom just because we don't have it. Does it cost, by the way, does it cost more on somebody else? Doesn't appear to cost more on anyone. No, okay. Do we actually have the barter skill? I don't know. I'm going to buy... Well, actually, given it doesn't cost more on anyone, just to save a little bit of inventory management, we'll buy 3. We have so much money. We'll buy 5. Right. We have insane amounts of money. Why would we not buy a lot of them? Right. I'm literally dying here, and you're joking with me? Wait, what do you mean I'm joking with you? I bought your... Yeah, I bought your anti-venom. What do you mean I'm joking with you? You're joking with me saying I'm joking with you. We need to go find somebody else to sell stuff to, but we do have a gun. Maybe we don't need to find anyone else. Who's this? Oh, it's Sagara. Oh, cool. We can ask him where the things are. Also, more books. Hello. Yeah. That was Blythe. It must have been, Parker, which makes this... Okay. There's no getting around it. Despite the bathrobe and slippers and the high-tech artificial leg, this guy is intimidating. Fat, yes, but there's a lot of muscle under all that padding. And if he's 6... And if he's an inch. Also, his fists are the size of canned hams. Yeah, I know. You're the new recruits. Heroes High Pool, etc. Well, I don't do the tour. Flintlock does the tour. I just do maps. So unless you got questions about maps, talk to him. Thanks. There's a tour? Every time Vargas brings new recruits to the Citadel, they always want us to show them around the museum. Well, I don't have time for it. You never pay attention anyway. Okay, so, what's so interesting about maps? Keeping accurate maps is an important part of a ranger's job. Knowing locations and distances to towns, oases, and resources keeps our communities alive. We also need to put new places on the map when we find them. Catalogue who lives there, and if they're a threat. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be getting back to it. Oases are important. There aren't many places to find drinkable water out in a desert, so we try to keep the maps current about which are pure and which have run dry. And no, I'm not giving you a map. Part of becoming a ranger is finding water for yourself. We had to do it in my day, you'll do it in yours. What's the point of keeping a map if you don't give it out to people? Anyway, whatever. So, should we keep an eye out for new places? We are always looking to expand our knowledge of the world. Write down all the places you visit on your travels. When you come back to base, I'll reward you for any place we don't already have on our maps. The more the better. Oh, okay. Do you and Flintlock get along? His incessant chatter can be wearing, but I'm glad he's here. He acts as a shield for the idiots who would otherwise bother me. How do you feel about Vargas? That's General Vargas to you. A wild man back when we patrolled together. Now he's too cautious for his own good, or for the Rangers. What do you mean, too cautious? We lost a lot of men taking this place, and I understand him wanting to regroup and rebuild, but it's been 15 years. We've been here, sitting guarding our little patch. The weeds have been growing beyond our borders, and every year we let them go, and they're gonna get harder to cut back when the time comes. What are our borders? Look at this map. This is Ranger Citadel. Our territory stretches from the Rail Nomads here in the north, to Ag Center in the south, and High Pool in the east. That's it. Everything outside that triangle has become terra incognita. Our influence is shrinking when it should be expanding. That is very small, because High Pool's only a day to the east, right? So that's incredibly small. Anyway, you know about High Pool? A reservoir and water treatment plant. Places like a fortress, which is no surprise considering how valuable water is. We get our water from them in exchange for patrolling up there. Good thing you saved it. What do you know about Ag Center? Well, it was a research facility that tried to figure out ways to grow more and better crops in the wasteland. Now it's gone, thanks to you, and we'll probably all starve. Well, I'm sorry, I was saving our water supply. Tell me about the Rail Nomads. A little town built up out of rail cars, always fighting amongst themselves, but they don't generally bother anyone else. Or anybody else. Bit of a drug problem though. I wish they would end their conflict. Every time one of them gets the upper hand, I have to change my maps. Weeds? Raiders, militias, mutant animals, mad scientists, cults. We keep our own backyard clean, but beyond that, the Wasteland is worse than it ever was. And there are places out there that have been updated on my map since we got here. Sounds more interested in the maps, if I'm honest. So you're proud to be a ranger? Oh, if the rangers didn't exist, then I would have joined up with some scavenger gang and been dead before I was 30. I may have lost a leg in my service here, but I found my mind. I call that a bargain, the best I ever had. Where'd you get that cool artificial leg? If you ask about it again, I'll tear it off and beat you with it. Come on, what if one of us loses a limb? And you're gonna keep a fix like this to yourself? You're right, I'm being selfish. I got it from a woman named Dr. Kyle. Don't know where she came from, but she did excellent work. It's not for the squeamish though. The new leg is fine, works like a charm, but is powered by a fuel cell that's implanted in the chest. Kinda freaks me out, to be honest. What's freaky about it? It's like a little blue gem set into my breastbone. First few nights I had it, the glow kept me alive. It just feels unnatural. Alright, why don't you tell me about Dr. Kyle? Kyle. Bathrobe. I don't know. I'm just seeing if he has anything else I want to ask him about. Ace. Oh, you were at Ace's funeral. Yes, I was. He's dead now. And how I feel about it is no business of yours. What about Angela? Okay. I'm running out of people to ask about. I'm trying to think of anything else we found. No? Okay. Darwin's village. Where is it? Darwin. Not Darwin's. Darwin doesn't own it. Well, nobody does, since the radiation overwhelmed it. It's abandoned. I'll mark the spot it used to be on your map. Oh, wow. Okay. Sure. Enjoy the hike. Goodbye, Sagara. Back to work. These maps aren't going to draw themselves.
Hey now, Thrash.
Angie. Okay. They said hello to each other. We got charts, maps, topographical surveys that may as well be in Venezuelan. A few interesting titles stick out. Okay. What have we got? Intelligence Report Part 1, History of the Desert Rangers 3 and 6. Okay, we'll take them. Let's read them. Who has them? Wait, who got them? I shouldn't click distribute on them. Okay, Intelligence Report, Part 1. Investigation into the occurrence of robots in the Las Vegas sewers by Ranger Ann Elk. Brief. This investigation was ordered by General Vargas on February 12, 2099 to determine the source of the robots discovered in the sewers under Las Vegas and to calculate the likelihood of such a threat rising there again. Background. In 2087, General Vargas, then Ranger Vargas, and his fellow Rangers entered into the sewers under Las Vegas, gaining access by following Farron Brigo's instructions to go through the Temple of the Servants and of the Mushroom Clouds using a sonic key to open the door to the sewers. I was just thinking, Farron Brigo is I think one of the main people is it's in exile. It might be Obsidian. Is Brian Fargo? You know what? Let me have a look. Who is this guy? Because it can't be a coincidence. So let's have a look. Brian Fargo. He is an American video game designer, producer, programmer, and executive founder of Interplay Entertainment and In Exile Entertainment and Robot Cash. Oh, wait, did he leave In Exile? Yes, he left In Exile. Then he went to... He did Torment Tides of Numenera. He had the fastest backed project to reach $1 million in Kickstarter, previously held by the Ouya. Remember that? Then he retired from an exile. He's going to retire from an exile following the release of Wasteland 3. But now he's not going to. Oh, okay. Cool. He's not going to because it was bought by Microsoft. Anyway, yes, this quite clearly is him. Baron Brygo is definitely Brian Fargo. Anyway. Sonic Key. Also, this makes so much sense if this is the plot of the first game, because you would definitely think like, what should we make this very important person that they need to meet? What are we going to call him? Ah, right, well, my mate's over there. I'm just going to call him that name, but I'm going to change some letters around. You know, it seems like the kind of thing that would happen. Anyway. Considering how difficult it was to get into the sewers, it was reasonable to expect to find the place abandoned. Instead, the Rangers encountered heavy resistance from several forms of robots. The place was crawling with them wall to wall, as the general put it. Also, who made these reports? An Elk. If we find An Elk, we'll go and see if we can see what's going on. But perhaps more striking than the sheer amount of synthetics was their unique, often puzzling nature. Semi-intelligent cyborgs wielding firearms were the most normal, but the others were much stranger. From scouring the sewers for remains and interviewing the surviving rangers and eyewitnesses, we've discerned numerous distinct types, names generally as used by the rangers themselves. Clawman or Claw. Close combat cyborgs attacking with their bare hands. Centron. Centaurs made of meld of metal and flesh that were capable of galloping at high speeds. Cyclone. Cybernetic wolves, recognizable by their wolf-like howls that, when sustained, decayed into static hissing. Tronosaurus. Gigantic metallic reptile. Boar Tronstrictor. A cybernetic giant snake. Note, as no remains of this creature could be found, and the Rangers only encountered them in the darkness, their exact nature could not be ascertained. Trondile. Mechanical crocodiles. Query. What purpose could mechanical aquatic life forms have in the desert? Tazel. A nightmare of metal. Vaguely scorpion-like, but not really like any creature we know, capable of shooting metal spines from its tail. Do you think that's the one that you see at the start of the game? As in, when you load up the start screen that we saw earlier. Do you think that's a Tazel? And it's not some kind of giant scorpion tank, it's actually a cyborg? That could be cool. Cybertrike. Cybernetic melds of man-like forms and motorcycles, known for the roar of their engine. Hexborg. Squat, six-armed cyborgs could use multiple weapons at the same time. Surprisingly intelligent and adaptive. Query, if we recovered and restored, could turn out to be quite handy. Haha. Okay. History of the Desert Rangers Part 3. Though the Desert Rangers never gained the numbers to patrol the waste in their entirety, it is thanks to their efforts in the century that followed that many communities in the Wasteland flourished. They helped protect the community of Highpool until it could rebuild the pre-war defences that now make it the most well-protected source of water in the wastes. The Rangers helped the rail nomads repair their trains and expand their rail lines, allowing them to establish a thriving trading and transportation network. They also helped the residents of the agricultural centre go from a tiny farming community to a food research facility that had the potential to lead the wasteland into a greener, healthier future. But despite these various successes, there was always a sense that the Rangers were doing little more than holding back the tide, and that, were they to relax for but a moment, the Rangers and madmen who lived on the fringes of Ranger territory would flood in and drown the young civilization before it had a chance to grow and stand on its own 2 feet. But then, almost a full century after the war, in 2087, a new threat rose that threatened this tenuous equilibrium more than any danger the Desert Rangers had faced before. But we don't get to know about that because we're into Part 6. From Guardian Citadel to Ranger Citadel. In the 15 years since, the Desert Rangers have moved their headquarters from the old prison facilities that had served them for a century to the larger and more secure Guardian Citadel. Initially, there was some thought given to keeping the prison staffed and returning it to its original purpose, but this would have required manpower that the Rangers needed to keep patrolling the waste for remains of Base Cochise's cyborg army and Finster's monstrosities. For a while, those threats were averted, and the mark they left on the wasteland has not entirely faded. And so, with their greatest danger past, the Rangers are now a strong and well-respected force in Arizona. fully capable of fulfilling their promise to their fellow survivors of the apocalypse, that they will be ever vigilant defenders of the wastes, and strive with hearts, minds, and strength of arms to bring about a new and better era of human civilization. Afterward, I undertook this task of writing an accurate history of the Desert Rangers due to an incurable fascination with history. While much historical writing survived the apocalypse, it pains me to think how much human accomplishment from that point onwards has not been written down and could easily be forgotten. That being said, though I did my best, I perhaps underestimated the difficulty inherent in historical writing, and dare not claim every word in this book is true, but only that it is the most accurate history of the Wasteland I could construct. Ranger Simak. Okay, I'm just going to double check. That is not him. No. And it's not you. So we still have to find Ranger Simak somewhere. And if we can, we need to find Anne Elk to ask about the research. Christopher Burr. Okay. Major Levy Hand. He appears to be guarding this door. Rangers. Nope, we can go right in. Let me just double check. Yeah, there's something here we haven't discovered. We must not be able to... We must have to access it from this side. That's okay. In we go. Who have we got? Oh, you're moving, so you're probably not anyone. Grenadier Richard Dillio. Hello. Rangers. Locked. Sorry, Rangers. Only authorized personnel allowed in the brig. Oh. Well, okay then. What about this door? It's a shop! Lieutenant Min Liang Tan. You lost Accenter and Bergen might hand high pull to the RSM. Not good, dudes. Hang back a minute now. I'm just finishing primary assembly and it's a little tricky. Hello? A leather-tough Asian man with a welding mask flipped up to reveal a friendly, deep-lined face. He has scars and burn marks all over his arms, neck, and head. You also notice that he only has 2 fingers and a thumb on his left hand. There, all done. Now, what can I... it's the heroes of High Pool. Come and see where the magic happens, eh? Well, this is it. I'm TNT Tan, the man who makes all of your problems disappear in a puff of smoke. And you're the kids the general is sending off to solve the mystery poor old Ace got Ace trying to find the answer to. So you knew Ace? The latest casualty in Vargas's war on ghosts. Why a good man had to die chasing a few garbled radio signals, I don't know. Ace was one of our best, a veteran who knew the waste at the back of his hand. And some robots killed him? Yeah, good men die in the waste all the time, but his death wouldn't feel so pointless to me if he'd been fighting a real threat. Ghosts? Not hosts, ghosts. I don't understand. Okay, so you think those signals aren't important? I don't believe those are live broadcasts at all. I think it's all a bunch of pre-war loops that we're finally hearing because the air's getting cleaner. Nothing lives beyond the radiation. How could it? I don't buy that. They quite clearly mentioned the Rangers. The radiation? You go far enough in any direction in the waste, you're gonna run into radiation hot enough to cook you. There's no way around it. We're walled in. Last survivors of the apocalypse. Which is why we gotta keep the peace. If everyone in Arizona killed everybody else, there'd be nobody left on Earth. We're all that's left. The last hope. What threats? Okay, so where's the threat question? If its death wouldn't be also pointless if we'd fighting real threats. So what are the real threats Ace would be fighting? Oh, the Red Scorpion Militia for one, since we pulled in our borders and decided not to patrol anywhere east of High Pool anymore. Those bad boys would be multiplying like roaches. Now they think they're the new Rangers, saying they're protecting the people of western Arizona like we protect the people here. Well, I don't believe it for a second. And I'll tell you something else. I don't think they're gonna be content with just eastern Arizona for long. I think they want the whole enchilada. And we're gonna get caught with our pants down. So you know about High Pool? We get our water from them. Good folks, if a little mistrustful. But maybe now you save their asses, that'll change. You know what? I'm gonna ask about Ag Center. I don't understand. Okay, you think there's anything to the radio mystery? Yeah, it seems like more of Vargas's craziness to me. It goes from sitting on his hands to chasing ghosts in one jump. Why are we all of a sudden hunting mysterious radio signals when we have honest to God, flesh and blood threats right here in the waste? I just don't get it. Alright, so they call you TNT? Well, because I'm the guy who makes the bombs, duh. But that ain't the only reason, if you know what I'm saying. Haha. Magic? Yep, I'm a wizard of boom, sorcerer of the shrapnel. If you need to put a little bang in your party, I'm the man to see. Now, you can get the regular off-the-shelf stuff from Melson up in the quartermaster's office, but if you need something special, something that'll make a real impression out there, come see me. I can show you the fun stuff. What fun stuff do you have for sale? Oh, I've got the stuff that puts the fun in fun-splosion. He has so many bombs. Oh, yeah. Now, interestingly, it looks like all of these are single use, which is very odd. What I am going to do is I'm going to buy... These don't weigh a lot. I'm going to buy 2 grenades for every member of the party. Do I have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do not have enough. Is a pipe bomb as good? Not really. Okay, I'm going to buy 1 grenade for every... Alright, I'll buy 2 grenades for every member. There we go. You have 2 grenades. You don't have enough scrap for this trade. Oh. What can I sell them? I could sell them my heavy weapon, but it doesn't really sell for very much. I could sell Ace's wrench. I can sell my spare nail board. Wait, that's not spare. Oh, I can sell the rust bucket. He will not buy it. Oh. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, we got some grenades. I know my shit's a little pricey, but you have no idea what I have to go through to make it. Well, I didn't even look at the price before I started buying, so yeah, now I know. What do you think of General Vargas? Vargas is a good man. The hero of base Cochise and Darwin Village and all that. I just wish he was a man with a plan. Seems like we've been sitting here with our thumbs up our bungholes for a decade. I'm a man of action. I want to get out there and do things. Put a few grenades where they'll do the most good, you know what I mean? I understand rebuilding and getting our numbers up, but we've done that. Sometimes I just want to go and shake the old man and tell him to stop relying on his defenses. It's time to unleash the offensive. Let everyone know we're here again. Like, boom! Okay, what was Darwin Village? The lair of that crazy android scientist, Irwin John Finster. He somehow decided mutants were better than humans, and he started trying to kill us all off. Plagues, poisons, you name it. Well, Vargas and his crew killed him off the old-fashioned way, with lead, iron, and shrapnel. Woohoo! What was base Cochise? The biggest damn fight the Rangers ever had. Us against an enemy of killer robots with a lot of explosions in the end. Yeehaw! I wish I'd been there, but I wasn't with the Rangers yet. Is there anything we can help you with? Well, there sure is. All the Rangers know I'm always looking for bomb-making supplies, particularly ammunition nitrate. If you find that shit in, well, shit. If you come across any cow shit or even better bat shit or any fertilizer, bring that shit back to me and I'll trade you for some good shit. Law, missile launcher, you name it. You got that shit? Have a look at this shit. Shit, yeah, let's have a look. Wait, so I can sell my shit to him? I have some shit. We'll sell the pig shit, sure. What else can we sell him? We had some more, didn't we? I was picking up shit for a while. Yeah, there we go. We have 3 lots of bat shit. Wonderful. Well, I got some scrap back, which is always nice. Good shit, brother. Good shit. Keep it coming and keep paying. And I'll keep paying. Okay, cool.
What's up, Tan?
Hi, Angie. Just playing with my toys as usual. Okay, so what have we got? We have grenades. I think we start separating out my grenades, so we'll give Angela 1. Also re-equip that while I'm here. You've got grenades, and I think we'll give our last grenade to Heat. Hope probably won't use it, and then you can switch for this wonderful new leadership dog. Wonderful. Does anyone not have a trinket? Everyone has a trinket now? Okay. So we might keep it on us just in case we need to get some extra weight at some point. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. If we have a backup for everyone, what we should probably do is on every single person not use the bag and then have a backup for all of us. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Cool. What is over here? Also, quick save. Heat finds a lock. I know it's good you're cleaning up that infection that started in Accent, but those exploding pods sound cool. There is a lock here. Do you think he will mind if I just, you know, casually unlock that? Oh, it's not unlockable. Oh, okay then. Well, good to know. Wait, that looked like it wasn't even clickable. If I right-click on it, yeah, I can't do anything with it. Okay, that's fine. Let's head up in the center here. What's up the top? We have a computer. An ancient air traffic control computer. By the looks of it, it hasn't been powered up in 150 years. Carefully examining the door, Heat finds a lock. It's a vindictive, stubborn lock, which we cannot open with lockpick. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's check the other side of this. So there's nothing over there. Let me just check our map. So yeah, this is the break, from what we were told. And that is a water source. Oh, okay. Well, we'll head round there. As this is our base, it is good that it's taking us a while to get through it. But I am aware it's taking us a while to get through it. Is that a water source? Yeah, cool. Good to see you, recruits. Hope everyone's treating you okay. Welcome to the team, says Major Aaron Zelkic. Hello. A squat old guy with muscular arms, a bandana around his bald head, and a bloody kiss the cook apron around his beer belly gut. His eye patch over his left eye and a voice like garbage disposal. Right on, brothers. Better grab some of this grub before the rats get it. Ha, just kidding. The rats don't last long around here. They go into the stew pot just like everything else. Now what can I get you? Rats. Okay, so your name's Hungry? Been living with that joke all my life, and I didn't get any easier once made me the cook. Could have been worse. I once knew a guy called Richard Stoker, or Stroker. Yep, good. You have water for our canteens here? Melson must have sent you. He always sends new recruits to fill up on water. Well, it's right there in these coolers. Might be the last clean water you see until you get back here, so take plenty and drink it slow. What's Sergeant Melson like? That boy is a menace, eats twice his share and never shuts up. Knows his stuff though, he'll steer you right as far as the guns and gear go. Ace? Did you hear about Ace's death? Yeah, I heard. Killed by a robot. How fucking creepy is that? Worst part is, nobody knows what it was about. Was it some kind of random bullshit, or did that thing cut him down on purpose? I know you're off to find out. More power to you. Vargas. What do you think of General Vargas? I don't care what the young Turks say. The general's a good man and as tough as your boot. Just because he doesn't call down the wrath of God every time a raider farts doesn't mean he isn't taking care of business. I'm behind him 100%. Goodbye. Later, brother. Don't forget to fill up on water. What else have we got here? We got Stephen Pate, Rangers. We got Aaron Zelik, Hungry knows what he's doing, and Evan Hawko. An older ranger wearing an immaculate uniform stands by one of the cafeteria tables. He salutes as you approach. Corporal Evan Hawko, one of the recruiters here at the Citadel. I always like to make sure you know kids are settling in. You doing fine from all accounts. I'm also the liaison for any volunteers who wish to help out the Rangers on a non-permanent basis. That's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Got a minute? Sure, go ahead. Great. So from time to time when you're on patrol, you're going to meet folks who want to help you out. Most have their own reasons for volunteering, a grudge against somebody, an excuse to get out of town, whatever. We welcome them all. Extra hands are always appreciated, but we try to limit the number of volunteers in one ranger team to 3. Any more than that, and it's hard to keep them in line. So, what happens when you got more volunteers and spots to put them in? You send them to us, that's what. You want a volunteer to be able to join you later? Just tell them to come to the Citadel and we'll take care of them until you're ready. You'll find them here in the mess or around the Citadel and join our hospitality. Got it? Oh, and as an added incentive, I'll offer you a bonus for every volunteer you recruit. The more you bring in, the higher the bonus you'll receive. Found a possible recruit. Good work. What's their name? Can we get credit for like an Angela into our team? That's a good one, recruit. Captain Death's been here ever since I was a recruit myself. I'm not saying she's old or anything. I would never say that. She'd kill me. Okay, what kind of bonus are you offering? We provide 2 types of bonuses. The first is a scrap entitlement, which you can use to purchase whatever you like. The second is an accelerated promotion merit, which allows you to rise more quickly in the ranks. I like that. Okay, so what I'm hearing is we get more XP the more people we recruit into our party, which takes away the one issue that usually happens when you get people in parties. So, there are 2 ways around this problem. When you usually get people in parties, what happens is you end up only using the ones that you have with you permanently because they're the only ones who get XP, right? Makes sense because they're the only ones leveled for the content. The way that a lot of games handle this is what it does it by giving XP across the whole. You can say, I just want XP to be even across the party, which is fine, and that works quite well. But I can see why it wouldn't work for this game, because in this game, everybody has their own individual XP. Everybody has XP which is purely for them. If you open a lock, that's not team XP, that's one person's XP for opening the lock. So, what they're doing here is they're just giving you boosted XP, so it's like, yeah, okay, the person's not going to be great the moment you take them out, but because you've recruited so many, the level that they're at is going to go up significantly. And in a party of 7, which is your max party size, there's no issue, right? Because 1 out of 7 is not a huge deal. If you were in a party size of 4, that's a quarter of your strength that's effectively gone. 1/7 of your strength, much easier to absorb. So, I like it. Type of bonus you receive is up to you. Oh, so you can have scrap or the accelerated promotion. Huh, I also like that. So if you don't care at all about it, you can just say, whatever. I don't need the accelerated promotion. Just give me scrap. Okay, I wonder how much the scrap is and whether it's an actual choice if you're thinking about recruiting everyone. I want to recruit everybody who'll come in.
What's for lunch?
Yeah, I want to recruit
perhaps
absolutely anybody who will come with us.
Delicious.
Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching, and I think we've got about 1 more episode of Ranger Citadel to do. So, I'll hopefully see you next time for that. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.